Imagine a typical morning, birds chirping, coffee brewing, a sunrise glowing on the horizon. Now picture this tranquility shattered by an unimaginable sight: the sun, the heart of our solar system, swelling and bursting into a colossal explosion. If the sun were to explode, it would result in a supernova, an incredibly powerful and bright explosion. However, it's important to note that our sun is actually too small to go supernova. Supernovas typically occur in stars much larger than the sun. Instead, our sun is expected to expand into a red giant in billions of years, a far less dramatic end. Now let's imagine the impossible happens and the sun does explode. The first thing to understand is that there's an 8-minute delay before we on Earth would know anything happened. Why? Because light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach us. So for those 8 minutes, life would go on as usual. Then suddenly we would see an intense flash of light, far brighter than anything we've ever experienced. Following this flash, the sky would change dramatically. The usual blue would turn to deep black as the sun's light disappears. This would mark the beginning of a series of drastic changes on our planet, changes that would unfold over the following hours, days, and years. Following the sun's explosion, one of the most immediate changes would be a dramatic shift in our global climate. Without the sun's warmth, Earth's temperature would plummet rapidly. This isn't just a chilly day, we're talking about a deep freeze enveloping the entire planet. Weather patterns, as we know them, would cease to exist, and the once familiar cycle of seasons would be a thing of the past. This deep freeze leads us to another critical issue: the loss of daylight and its impact on photosynthesis. Plants rely on sunlight to make their food, and without it they die off quickly. This would have a domino effect on the entire food chain. Animals that eat plants would starve, and this would eventually impact every living creature, including humans. But there's more. The sun's gravity holds the solar system together. Without it, Earth would no longer orbit the sun. It would drift off into space. This change in gravitational pull would affect not just our planet, but the entire solar system's structure. Planets and other celestial bodies would be sent careening in different directions, leading to a new cosmic arrangement. As Earth drifts away from where the sun once was, the potential for life to persist faces enormous challenges. Yet life has a way of enduring in the most extreme conditions. Some scientists speculate that life could continue underground or around hydrothermal vents in the deep ocean. These areas could provide the necessary warmth and nutrients for certain forms of life to survive, albeit in a drastically different ecosystem. In this new world, humanity's ingenuity would be put to the ultimate test. We'd need to rely heavily on technological innovations to create habitable environments. Think of advanced forms of artificial lighting and heating to replace the sun's light and warmth. Societal changes would be inevitable, as our entire way of living would need to adapt to these extreme conditions. Communities might become more insular, with a strong focus on resource management and energy efficiency. From an astrophysical perspective, the absence of the sun would also lead to long-term changes in our solar system and beyond. Astrophysicists suggest that the removal of the sun's gravitational pull would send the planets scattering in different directions. This would disrupt the balance of our solar system, possibly causing collisions or mergers with other celestial bodies. Moreover, the gravitational waves and material ejected from the sun's explosion could have far-reaching effects on neighboring star systems, potentially altering their own planetary arrangements. Let's look at what we currently understand about the sun's life cycle. The sun is a star, and like all stars, it has a life cycle that spans billions of years. Currently, it's in a phase known as the main sequence, where it's been for about 4.6 billion years. In this phase, the sun is relatively stable, burning hydrogen into helium through nuclear fusion. Eventually, in several billion years, it will transition into a red giant, and then finally into a white dwarf. But the kind of explosive end we've been talking about is not on the cards for our sun. So why is this scenario purely hypothetical? Because our sun simply doesn't have enough mass to go supernova. Supernovas are the dramatic end of much larger stars, not medium-sized ones like our sun. Understanding this helps us appreciate the stability and predictability of our solar system, a key factor that has allowed life to thrive on Earth. If you're intrigued by the wonders of astrophysics and the mysteries of the cosmos, why not delve deeper? Subscribe for more content that takes you beyond the ordinary, and check out our other videos, like Life Without the Moon or If Earth Stopped Spinning, for more mind-bending scenarios. And don't forget to follow us on social media for the latest updates and engaging discussions. Your journey through the cosmos is just beginning.